Assalamu alaikum guys, this is Amna, aap dekh rahe hain Ahi, and today is a special video. The Lux Style Awards, the 22nd Lux Style Awards are a couple of days away, and I want to share with you my personal LSA journey which started back in 2003. So recap ये है कि 2002 में LSA शुरू हुआ पाकिस्तान में. It was the first year and which I didn't attend, and then I moved to Karachi. और 2003 का जो event था, which was the second LSA, was my first. And I've been part of the ceremony, part of the awards, part of the jury for the longest time. So I have a really long-standing association with the LSAs and some really, really good memories, some really exciting moments, some really valuable gossip, and moments that have made history for us as a community. जब हम सब दोस्त और सब जर्नलिस्ट और fraternity के जो लोग हैं वो बैठ के बात करते हैं, तो we reminisce that we've seen the LSAs evolve over a good 22 years now, and that is no small feat. So this video is about remembering those moments that still give me goosebumps, and those moments that we still laugh about. There are certain moments we still laugh about, and the goods and the bads, the highs and the lows, all of it coming your way in this video. So the Lux Style Award started in 2002, which was the first year, and it was the first time that fashion and style was recognized in an award ceremony in Pakistan in this formal manner. उस वक्त तक मेरे ख्याल है लॉन्ग स्टैंडिंग अवार्ड्स थे हमारे पास, PTV awards, which were great, and then we had the Nigar awards, which were also great. Nigar awards being for cinema, PTV awards being for television primarily, also film. लेकिन Lux Style awards का अपना बड़ा USP था कि वो style लेके आगे आए. And while the brand is associated with film stars and style and glamour, the awards were all about celebrating excellence over a very wide field of categories. So there was initially सिर्फ film था, but film के साथ साथ more stylish sportsmen, artists, all of that. So it evolved over the years, and I think they still haven't got the categories right because abhi bhi shuffle hoti rehti hai. So it's an evolution, but it was always fun. So my first year was 2003 when I attended, and I had just moved to Karachi. I remember it was the first big event that I was attending as a journalist. Or the ceremony had gone behind closed doors because of some war that had broken out, and so it had to be hush hush. It was a smaller ceremony held at the Creek Club, I remember. लेकिन थी बहुत lavish. थी बहुत lavish. मोइन अख्तर ने host की थी, and my God, how funny was he? It was just brilliant. उन्होंने host किया था, and you had some fantastic style on the red carpet, and you had some fantastic moments. And the irony was that there was one of the dances in which a very glamorous style icon, one of our leading ladies from cinema, I will not name whom, and she came, and उनका क्यों था कि उन्होंने ऐसे करके doves उड़ाने हैं आसमान में, because with war in the background and all of that, so doves उन्होंने उड़ाए, और बाद में जिस तरह pigeons और doves को आप उड़ाएं, तो then they settle down. बाद में हमें पता चला that when they settled down, वो डांस करते करते एक बेचारा मर भी गया था, which is not funny, but the irony was not lost. Okay, dove, peace, war, death, dead bird. So it was funny, but style was a really big component of the Lux Style Awards. And I have to say that the LSAs introduced the red carpet culture to Pakistan. उससे पहले as such formal red carpet नहीं था. So, when the red carpet came out, and I remember the first few years, it was so meticulous because उस वक्त stylist का trend नहीं था. And we used to have Nabila primarily, and artists used to go to her for style advice कि क्या पहनना है, क्या look होनी चाहिए, and everybody's look was very carefully constructed. इसलिए आप देखेंगे कि जो शुरू के looks हैं, they're very well put together. ऐसा नहीं है कि by the way, especially 2003 ka, I remember it was so immaculate, it was beautiful. So that was 2003. And then of course every year something happened and it got better, and there were some highs and some lows. 2003 we went to Dubai, and it was a big event for me personally because I had Murtaza in 2002, and in 2003 का end तक he was, I think, साल सवा था, साल का ही था, and it was the first time I left him behind and I went for a show abroad. और टेंशन भी थी, डिप्रेशन भी थी, बच्चा छोड़ के जाना है. But there was such a high that, it was the fraternity coming together, it was glamour, it was style coming together, it was the stars coming together. बहुत ज़बरदस्त energy होती थी. So we went to Dubai, and वो साल था when Tariq Amin styled the show, and it had a very fresh look, and everybody looked younger and spunky and blah blah. फिर जी एकदम क्या होता है कि LSA का पोस्टर आता है सामने. LSA के पोस्टर में हम क्या देखते हैं? What the hell have they designed? There was a Sonu Nigam in the middle with a Priyanka Chopra on the poster, surrounded by our stars. I was like, what? The entire journalist community went up in flames. उन्होंने कहा ये तो लग रहा है जैसे कि पाकिस्तानी शो ही नहीं है. And the two Indian stars looked like, this show is revolving around them. तो बड़ी hue and cry हुई. लेकिन mark ये था उस साल का that 2003 LSA in Dubai, no 2004 sorry, LSA in Dubai, Priyanka Chopra performed, Sonu Nigam ka concert tha, and it was just generally a very very good time. And I still remember that it was very film centric. उस वक्त तक television awards या वो नहीं थे. होता था एक अदद लेकिन ज़्यादातर film oriented थे. And one of the another leading lady who I shall not name, they used to be given looks and with clothes and jewelry and a lot of expensive jewelry, and somebody just disappeared with a lot of jewelry, and people were like, oh my god, what if we don't find her, what if we don't get the jewelry back? And of course both were recovered, but ye cheezein hoti thi. And it was just very very exciting. So that was 2004. फिर शो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता इवॉल्व हुआ. फैशन की इनकॉर्पोरेशन बहुत मेजर तरीके से हुई. Some very important categories were introduced for fashion, like your models were awarded, your Pret, your lawn का भी बीच में आया गया, luxury Pret आया गया, then there was bridal couture, your makeup artists, photographers. मतलब it was very very inclusive, and television categories expanded as your satellite TV came in and ड्रामे बढ़ते गए. और फिर फिल्म्स कम हो गई बीच में, अगर आपको याद हो. 2006 was I think a year when film was at a high, and one of my favorite moments from the all LSAs was that performance that Saima and Shan delivered. Oh my god, it was spectacular. और पहली दफ़ा हम तो पहली दफ़ा देख रहे थे साइमा को और शान को स्टेज पे डांस करते हुए, एंड ऑल रेड और घुंघरू और पीछे से डांसर्स. उनका ऑरा ही कुछ और था उन दोनों का, एंड इट काइंड ऑफ मेड यू रियलाइज कि फिल्म स्टार का ऑरा होता क्या है. They both of them were mesmerizing. So it was a really good year. 2007 was really exciting because we all went to Malaysia. मुझे नहीं पता उस वक्त बजट्स कैसे होते थे और कहाँ से पैसे आते थे और कैसे खर्च हो जाते थे, ब्रांड्स करते भी थे. But it was one of the most exciting LSAs because about 400 people were flown out to Malaysia, और हम लोग उस स्पेशल चार्टर्ड फ्लाइट में थे जिसमें कोई 200-250 इंडस्ट्री के लोग थे सिर्फ, और कोई नहीं था. Or there were musicians who were sitting in the back row singing constantly with their guitars. There were designers, models, artists, all in that chartered flight to Malaysia. And it was a high. और फिर जेंटिंग हाईलैंड में शो था तो हम लोग खेल पहुँचे. वहाँ से बसेस हमें लेके गई हाईलैंड्स में, और वहाँ पे उनका कोई जो रिजॉर्ट था वो 2-3 होटल्स जुड़े हुए, एंड बीच में उनका जो ऑडिटोरियम था वहाँ शो था. And of course, their technology was great. So you had Atif coming on a flying carpet, and you had Amna Haq coming on a ring, and things were suspended and going up and down. And the technology was fantastic. The red carpet was great, and around the show there was such good energy because you got up, और वो होटल में 400 इंडस्ट्री के लोग ठहरे हुए, और there was a buzz in the morning, और सबकी आंखें होती थी नज़र के कौन किसके कमरे से सुबह निकल रहा है, एंड और ये होता था. सो it was really a really good time. सोशल मीडिया नहीं था उस वक्त, सो आई गेस के it never got out of safe territory, and it was just a really good time to be around. It created some fantastic memories. Another one of my favorite years. 2008 बहरहाल created some of the most magnificent memories. एक तो ये कि my all time favorite पाकिस्तानी film खुदा के लिए, was awarded that year. Shoaib Mansoor की film थी. It was Shan, Iman Ali. It was introducing Fawad as a film actor that year. And the soundtrack was mind blowing. The performances were great. And it was awarded, of course, it swept the film awards. और जब मैं सोचती हूँ मैं कहती हूँ कि यार खुदा के लिए जैसी फिल्म तो आजकल बन ही नहीं सकती, ना बन सकती है ना रिलीज़ हो सकती है। वो क्या वक्त था कि इस किस्म की फिल्म बनी और उसको सेलिब्रेट किया गया, उसको अवार्ड किया गया। But 2008 was two moments I remember were still give me goosebumps. One, of course, was Atif Aslam's tribute to Reshma ji. और अभी भी मैं सोचती हूँ there was not a single dry eye in the entire hall because हर बंदे की आंखों में आंसू थे. It was a time when Reshma ji had been diagnosed with I think throat cancer. She was not well. बगैर उन्होंने गाया and she had a slight lisp in her voice. इतनी clear उनकी आवाज़ नहीं थी जो हुआ करती थी जवानी में, but she sang and everybody had tears in their eyes. And then Atif came in to support her and he bent down और it was just a beautiful moment. So that moment अभी भी मुझे goosebumps होते हैं सोच के. और फिर उसी साल जब खुदा के लिए अवार्ड हो रहा था तो वी सॉ फवाद डांस फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम ऑन स्टेज इन अ परफॉर्मेंस विद साईं ज़हूर ऑफ कोर्स टू KKL's साउंड ट्रैक एंड इट वाज स्टरिंग. मतलब है कि वो क्योंकि उस वक्त बहुत कम देखा हुआ था इस किस्म का शो. Those memories were great. Great energy. Fawad hosted the show, and Iman Ali was on this. And of course, that the little skirmish between Iman and Shan, nobody will ever forget. कि Iman ने कहा कि छोटे बजट पे बनाई फिल्म और बहुत मेहनत, और शान ने आके कहा ऐसी फिल्मों के छोटे बजट नहीं होते. We know कि पैसे कहाँ कहाँ से आते हैं. It was like she's looking the other way, he's looking the other way. It was like, oh my God, this is going to be a headline tomorrow. So, great moments. And the editors knew exactly where to cut the shot. किस पे फोकस करना है, किस पे नहीं करना, कौन नाराज है, कौन नहीं है. और जब हम LSA की बात करते हैं तो कंट्रोवर्सीज ऑफ कोर्स होती हैं. हर साल हुई हैं, होती हैं, हुई हैं और होती रहेंगी. बड़ी फेमस लाइन है एक. PTV अवार्ड जब होते थे ना तो 7वें साल में मोइन अख्तर ने एक नज़म पढ़ी व्हेन ही वाज इनएक्टिंग ज़िया मोहिउद्दीन, और उन्होंने बड़ा अच्छा एक छोटा सा स्किट किया जिसमें उन्होंने कहा कि PTV अवार्ड है, डिज़ाइन इसका ऑड है, ऊपर से ये नैरो है लेकिन अंदर से या नीचे से ये ब्रॉड है. तो उसकी एक लाइन थी कि अवार्ड है, मिल जाए तो ठीक है, ना मिले तो फ्रॉड है. तो दैट इज़ अक्रॉस द बोर्ड. अवार्ड्स को लेके जितनी कंट्रोवर्सीज हुई हैं कि फ़लाने को नॉमिनेट क्यों नहीं किया, फ़लाने को अवार्ड क्यों नहीं मिला, वो रहेगा, वो रहेगा. व्हेन योर फेवरेट्स aren't nominated or when your favorites are not awarded, you will be upset and we will continue to be upset as well. When categories are cut down, we are upset. When categories are replaced by those that you don't agree with, we are upset. So वो तो that remains part of the process and it will continue until the LSAs come up with a foolproof design for their award structure which nobody can like say कि इसमें ये ठीक नहीं है. ये होता रहेगा. मगर nobody can take away the fact that it is a process that has united the industry over the years, and industry now doesn't take it that seriously as they did 10-15 years ago. बट मेरा सवाल इंडस्ट्री को ये है कि और ऐसा क्या हो रहा है जिसमें आप कह सकते हैं कि यार वो शो बेहतर है या वो शो बेहतर है. Yes, their channels do really good shows, and this year Hum TV is also involved in the LSA, so I'm expecting a really spectacular show. And yes, Hum TV does a really, really strong show every year when they have the Hum Awards outside of Pakistan. But it's a it's a Hum exclusive event. It's not across the board, including other channels. It's not about music. It's not about, film भी I think वो करते हैं अवार्ड, लेकिन ज़्यादातर हम की शोज़ होते हैं. सो ऐसा कौन सा और शो है अगर हम कहें कि जी ओ म्यूज़िक कैटेगरीज 10 होनी चाहिए. मैं कहती हूँ बिल्कुल 10 कैटेगरीज होनी चाहिए, लेकिन अब तक म्यूज़िक इंडस्ट्री इतनी यूनाइटेड होनी चाहिए थी कि उनके अपने अवार्ड्स होते हैं. The same goes for television, the same goes for film, and the same goes for fashion. With two fashion councils in play for years, why couldn't the fashion industry come up with a single cohesive award show that recognized excellence in the fashion industry? नहीं कर सके. So अगर LSA 22 साल से हो रहा है और कोविड की वजह से छोटा हो गया, या जब हालात बहुत बुरे थे कराची में, तब इट वेंट बिहाइंड डोर्स और बहुत सिर्फ प्रेस ओनली का था, एक दफ़ा सिर्फ फोटोग्राफर्स के लिए था, इट वाज अ टी. एक साल आई रिमेंबर बजट्स नहीं थे तो इट वाज अ गाला डिनर. तो ये सब होता रहा है, बट द थिंग इज दैट दे स्टिल remained loyal to the cause और LSA होता रहा. अब we have to appreciate that fact. So LSA has achieved a lot, and of course it can be better, and controversies arise. So what else are my favorite parts of the LSA? I think certain acceptance speeches go down really well, like Amna Ilyas's acceptance speech. जब उसने बताया कि as a model she was not accepted because she was dark skinned, and it took years for her to establish her name as a model in the fashion industry. That was very important. Certain performances, I think, the tribute to Nazia Hassan, for example, Pehli wali jo hui thi, with Anushe Ashraf and Ali Kazmi, and several young stars dancing to Nazia Hassan songs, or the tributes that have been paid over the year, whether it's Nahid Akhtar, Meera, and performing to Nahid Akhtar songs, or whether it's Runa Leila who's been awarded, or Mehnaz, or Mehdi Hassan Sahab, Ghulam Ali. I mean, our legends have been recognized at the LSAs, and those were beautiful moments. I remember seeing Amjad Sabri at the show, and then I remember the montage that was created for him when he was assassinated in Karachi, and it was just like, um, they've done a good job. Yeah, they have, and I have to say that I am an LSA loyalist, because I think that process has its flaws. I'm not saying it's flawless, and I wish that they would listen and not announce submissions every year and just announce nominations. And this is my humble request to them. Please, guys, don't announce submissions. They're very confusing. सिर्फ nominations announce होनी चाहिए. पहले यही होता था कि submissions are open to public, portfolios submit करें, but announcement सिर्फ nominations की होती थी और वही ठीक था. It doesn't make sense to reveal everybody who submitted their name. It just doesn't. Nominations announce ho, and categories really need to be rethought a little bit, especially when it comes to fashion, because I just feel that they've been whittled down, and it's not fair, because primarily the Lux Style Awards is a style oriented show. And while we're celebrating television, and bravo to the television industry for growing in leaps and bounds for the last few years, they bring in the star power, no doubt. And your film stars bring in the star power, no doubt. But it's the fashion industry that puts the style in the Lux Style Awards. And when you see those models walk in their Sana Safinas or their Shela Chatur, or their Faraz Manans, yeah, they look like $1 million. And when they go on stage, or whether they're seated in the room, it's just, that is what adds oomph to the event. And the Lux Style Awards really needs to work hard to maintain that oomph and not lose it. So while you have new stars and while you have new categories, I think that ye focus nahi hatna chahiye, that style is the USP of the Lux Style Awards. So yeah, I'm sure that I've missed a lot of points, and I've missed a lot of like highs in over the last 22 years, but I hope there are going to be many more highs to celebrate. I hope this year's event will be great. Looking forward to certain performances. I believe that Rima is being honored this year. So Rima को कौन montage पेश करेगा ये आप लोगों को पता चलेगा जब शो होगा. और lifetime achievement honoree कौन है? There's a new Changemaker award that they've introduced in the last 2 years. वो कौन है? And then of course जीतता कौन है? And then Moin Akhtar's very famous words, जो जीत जाए तो ठीक है, ना जीते तो fraud है. We stick by that. Controversies zindabad. It makes or breaks an event It makes an award show special, exciting. So I'm excited about this year's ceremony. It's this weekend happening in Karachi, and stay with me because this is my road to LSA. I just gave you a recap of the past 22 years. और आगे कुछ दिनों में क्या होने वाला है? I will take you through to my क्या कहना चाहिए रेड कार्पेट लुक प्रोसेस. आई बी पुटिंग अ लुक टुगेदर दिस ईयर. लास्ट ईयर मैं अटेंड नहीं कर सकी थी, उससे लास्ट ईयर आई वेंट लास्ट मिनट because of an unfortunate incident in the family. So it was a very hurried put together look, but this year I'm a lot more focused and sort of in control of it. So you want to know what I'm wearing to the LSAs, and you want to know who I'm supporting at the LSAs, and you also want to join me at the LSAs because one lucky winner has also won a golden ticket to the show with a +1, and I hope to see you there at the show. So stay with me, and of course, like I said, controversies will stay. Let's keep talking about them because we need to also get rid of them. But let's support what's happening. Let's celebrate our stars, and let's just look forward to a really good show this year.